Yo, what up? This is D Knight, and you're listening to the Pardon the Interaction podcast. My oh my, we've had so much going on. For starters, in case you missed it, we've got a new addition to the Pardon Pie family, Tara Dublin. Make sure you go follow her on Twitter at Tara Dublin Rocks. Also, pick up a copy of her book while you're at it. Make her day, The Sound of Settling. A very fun and interesting read compared to the things we talk about on this podcast. But yeah, we're heading toward the do or die time for the 2024 election. Go ahead and hit up JoeBiden.com. Get that man like $1 a month or something. Help his campaign staff up and get prepared to try and save our democracy. And make sure to grab like one other person you know and tell them about the podcast. Make sure they subscribe and tune in every single week. We got a lot of things coming up for you this year. We need all the support that we can get. So if you do your part and help us grow our audience, we'll do our part and help elect Joe Biden in 2024 and save American democracy. And this is the Pardon the Interaction podcast. There we go. All right.
I'm ready.
Let's see. You like nursery rhymes? All right. I got a good one.
Uh-oh.
Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? Girl, I betcha I could watch you really nice and slow. But one day Mary, she got tired and left me on my own. I wonder if Mary knows that I'm all alone. Started going out my mind each and every day, girl, trying to fight this loneliness in a different way. But deep within my heart was empty and without a plea. I looked up and saw Mary's face coming to rescue me, and Mary's mine. And I love her all the time, thinking of her, one of a kind. You'll discover divine, there is none other. Mary's mine drives me crazy, 'cause she's my baby. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? Mary and Derek in a tree, KISSING. First comes love, then comes marriage. Mary with a baby carriage, baby. Derek Jr. was his name. Wanna be like his old man, that was his claim to fame. Oh, baby, my love. Mary, Mary, quite contrary. Now does your garden grow? There you go.
I love it.
Was this like a proposal song?
We're married, Carol.
All three of us. I don't know if that, like, is this like the show Sister Wives or something? Is that how it's gonna work?
Too much. I figured you had an ex named Mary.
You know what? I don't think I've dated a Mary. I'll add that to the list though.
Mary.
Yeah, just date a girl named Mary. Unfortunately, like, I have such a long list of exes where I'm like on like the number 2 of some names, if not number 3. You know, when you're like, oh, that's the third girl with the same name you've dated, huh?
Good plan.
So.
I've got 3 different spellings of Brian.
Yeah, you. Yeah, that's nice when you can get it like the same, like the name, the pronunciation is the same, but the spelling is different. You're like, oh, and if you can get like 3, like you said, it's called a trifecta.
Oh, cool.
Or a hat trick, however you want to look at it.
Yeah. I have people, like, everybody in my phone has a different fucking name, like so-and-so from Graham's Corner.
Yeah, that's yeah. You put like where you know them from just to make it clear, because sometimes even like the last initial is like, what is that for? Yeah. Yeah. How have things been? Carol, I know your life has been fucking amazing. You've been across the country and in Europe, so
I know she's been like gallivanting all around the fucking world.
Yeah, tell us about your trip halfway across the globe.
Awesome, man. It was awesome. We flew into Milan and had a couple of days there, and ate a lot of pizza and toured around and went Christmas lights, and then we took the train to Lyon and met up with my family and took a river cruise that eventually cruised on one of the days because the Rhone was flooded. It was fun. We were like at the dock for 4 straight days. We couldn't go anywhere because the water level was too high that we couldn't get under the bridge.
Oh,
and then
that's fucked.
The day it was Christmas and the people operating the locks weren't working. So they're like, we got to get out like right after Christmas. We're going to leave it. Hello.
Kayla, say hi.
Hi.
Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
No, Carol is just regaling us with tales from her trip to Europe.
That sounds lit.
Making us all jealous and shit. We're like, fuck, we want to go to Europe. Why didn't you take us?
My baby.
Is this your daughter?
Yeah, my oldest. She's home.
I can't believe she doesn't find us as fascinating as Chrissy.
Yeah, she's like, all right, bye, dorks.
She's like, a grown-up said a bad word.
He's like, yay, cursing.
I like Chrissy.
I'm not used to this.
Oh my gosh, I love her. I took her around today. I took her around today to like meet people I know at the bars, so they're like, "Oh, this is Denise's daughter," I know, whoop de whoop. So,
do I have to sing her? What's your favorite musical artist? Hello.
My favorite musical artist.
Yeah. Don't pick nothing too crazy.
I think he was talking to your daughter.
Well, I mean, Ty's fine.
I'll
sing.
Oh, I thought you were going to sing to her because she came back into the room.
Well, I was going to, but like I was just like, hey, Ty, tell me your shit.
Are you going to do a segment on our show like Chrissy does?
How he comes and sasses Carol about bananas. Okay.
My favorite music artist?
Yeah.
Okay, I got a few. Okay, Tyler the Creator, always.
Oh no,
the Gorillaz.
Something I can sing. It's not some.
We can't do. Okay.
Within reason. Don't get too crazy.
My music's a little. Oh no. Yeah, I don't know. What was that? I think I like the Gorillaz, like Feel Good.
Please me, baby. Turn around and tease me, like baby.
Sounds like it.
T-Pain vibes.
You know what I probably would have loved when I was a young 20-year-old woman was my parents' friends trying to sing me sexy songs. My parents are older.
Sexy songs, Carol.
Well, Ty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm the particular gender she's attracted to, so we don't have to worry about that. Like it's not going anywhere. You don't have to.
Okay. She likes them. She likes them red bones. Oh, what are you drinking? I want some of that.
I have it's a Samuel Adams Winter Lager.
Oh,
yeah, it's my jam. But
what were you drinking, Ty?
I only have like 2 of these.
Seagram's whiskey. The guy that works at the.
Don't you get too lit? You'll go to sleep on us.
The guy
she's already
No, the guy that works at the convenience store. He's like, and I tell him like, oh hey, let me get the pint of the Seagrams. He goes, oh, that day I stole a horse.
What? on the Seagram's whiskey.
He gives him flashbacks. from when he stole a horse.
Yeah, well, this podcast is going to go off the rails.
Yeah, I haven't been paying attention to anything, so it's
that's
gonna be
fantastic.
Like,
you don't have to know anything. We can just have a fun.
I've sort of been paying attention, but not really. Like grazing Twitter, but not news. So
just a tiny bit, just a little.
I'm sure you'll mention it, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, well yeah, I knew that."
Yeah. I mean, like a whole entire universe of events has transpired since we last recorded together. So, yeah, whatever.
Okay. Holy shit!
What's up?
Diamond and Silk has died.
Oh no!
Oh, thank God! One down, one to go.
Holy shit! She's. Oh my God! Holy shit!
How old is she?
That's a good question. 40s.
Guys, I really hyped up this show. I don't know if you noticed my tweet hyping up this current episode.
Oh no! Why would you do that?
For fun. Did you see my tweet? I tagged you in it.
Oh no, I missed it. Look, it
was right before we started recording.
So yeah, I wasn't checking the Twitter.
Oh, she was okay. It says she was diagnosed with COVID. She had COVID. Oh wow! Wow.
Now we only have burlap.
I know. Now we're like, what? She died. Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Where's it at? Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you meant like a fuck to give.
Oh, well, no. The FBI sees that in the raid of Mar-a-Lago. I don't have any more fucks left. All right.
Wow. I don't know. I feel some type of way. Like I'm bad of her passing. Ooh.
I don't. Fuck them heifers. I'm sorry.
I mean, I always got the idea that they were like, they're rubes. They're like...
No, not rubes.
I don't know. I always kind of feel bad.
It's called grifters. I have
no but they're also like heavily the victims of grifting as well.
They're victims. Like, no, the people who
you don't think they're being played? Come on.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
If you're asking if I think they're the wolves or the sheep, they are the wolves taking advantage of other people.
Well, if there were like a hierarchy of bigger wolves that eat smaller wolves.
Tiny wolves.
They are not at the top of the wolf pyramid scheme.
No, they're not at the top of the wolf pyramid, but they're part of the problem. Right? They're the token black girls out here spreading the misinformation and putting a black face on it, trying to make it more digestible for us other colored people. I don't condone that shit. Again, like if you've seen Django Unchained, they would be the equivalent of, well, they're the house Negroes, right? Like they kiss up to massa, and in return they get some of the benefits and privileges that come along with that, at the price of being total sellouts. I got no respect for that shit. Yeah, fuck them hoes. Can't wait till the other one goes. They can take Kanye with them, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh my God. Man.
Rest in pieces.
Shit, that is so fucking wild though. Like that came like now. That is
in an unexpected tribute to Diamond.
Well, now I want to know, like, how did she die?
Episode.
Did she die from the COVID?
She had COVID, apparently, to what the old guy said. That she was diagnosed with
Unpardon the insurrection, an unexpectedly touching tribute from Ty. Diamond. It had it in the rough with COVID.
All right. Yeah, okay. Let's get it together.
Diamond in the rough. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Okay. Fuck that hoe. So I didn't have anything particular planned out, but of course we had a lot of shit going on the last, 3 weeks. So we had like the January 6th report. That was some pretty fucking incredible news dump of information there. And then, there was the coup in Brazil. I guess we can touch on that, of course, because those seem interrelated. Kevin McCarthy can't get his life together. So yeah, we can touch on that. What, are y'all okay?
No, my daughter has she had the fucking what is it?
I don't know.
Food? Is it a food item? Are you gesturing toward the stove? Mac and cheese.
It was damn it.
Food. I don't know if you were gonna say like mac and cheese or COVID.
Okay. I don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Which is like my daughter had the she had but she's gesturing toward the stove.
Ty, you need to drink a glass of water, Ty. You are so lit.
I'm hiding behind this thing. It's fun. I'm like Wilson.
You've been watching Tool Time since
I haven't. But when I looked over and saw this, I remembered it.
Oh, since we talked about Tim Taylor that one time.
Yeah.
I was watching American Housewife, where
watch that
Bader
shit.
is on that show.
Wait, who's on that?
Diedrich Bader, he's one of the main characters on that show.
On what?
Oh yeah,
Desperate Housewives.
No, it's called
American
Housewife with Katie Mixon, which I actually like that show a lot.
Diedrich Bader, beloved Twitter personality and comedian.
Yeah. Is that still airing, or did it get canceled?
No, it's still airing.
Is it? Yeah, it's dope. Yeah, Diedrich's the bar. I wonder how did he get onto that show in the first place? Do you know?
I don't know, but he's pretty fucking awesome on it.
Yeah, the Napoleon Dynamite guys. Pretty dope. Office Space, I think. Are you okay?
He wants to get a roundhouse kick to the face. To the face.
I'm glad you're in a good mood. You were so perky.
Oh my gosh, I feel pretty today. I'm sorry.
You are quite lovely.
I
mean, I try not to look at you inappropriately. You make it difficult sometimes. You're very hot. Me and Carol both be like, damn, look at Ty. Anyway, let me get back on track. And eventually, I would imagine, Ty, if you would like to engage in more endeavors,
I would.
So I would consider
we're all going to the White House next year.
Well, that's different. Well, I'm just saying, all right, so the Part of the Insurrection podcast, it'll be like our flagship, right? And then we'd have other individual separate podcast projects that we could work on, and don't necessarily have to be related to politics, just like anything you think, anything that you would be interested in, that you think you can make a podcast out of, that you think could be interesting that people would listen to, like we can start other endeavors. So I think
I want a cell phone that is also like a pet, and it's like a little robot pet, and when you call it, it comes to you on its little feet, so you never lose your cell phone. But it's also a cute little kitty.
Okay, so you yeah, that's beyond I'm thinking like content creation. So I do have an idea for a podcast for me and Ty. You know, you're the screenwriter and whatnot, and the film critique. You know, I have an idea for like a movie review podcast for me and you.
Evan would love to be on that.
Would he really?
And he watches all the movies. Loves movies.
Well, I mean, I'll keep that in mind.
I mean, I don't watch them. I would have like very little to say about movies.
Yeah.
Well, unless I watch them.
Is on Barnes and Noble.
Is it? Oh, well, you didn't tell us. Like, oh, congratulations. Like, when was this? When did this?
It's The Consequence of Choice, which is the follow-up to The Power of Perspective.
Well, congratulations.
On Barnes and Noble in both platforms. Oh.
Well, no wonder you getting lit. You over there celebrating and shit. Didn't tell anybody. I didn't know the book was done. Like, when did you finish this up?
I did.
Well, like, talking about her editor.
Yeah, I got it, but like for me, like the thing is, there's so much toxicity on Twitter. Like, I would love to promote it on Twitter, but I don't need like those people going and like spamming the, everything to say like, oh, giving their whatever. That's the main thing. But I am so fucking happy that I've finally gotten The Consequence of Choice out. And I want to put it out with both The Power of Perspective, because I feel like people need to have some kind of anchor to hold on to and something that pushes them and moves them forward. Man, seeing it on Barnes and Noble is like, I can't even fucking describe. Like,
yeah, I'm sure the feeling is called elation. I can describe it for you.
Like, it's really like, oh my God,
congrats, girl. Congrats.
Wait, do you publish? Is it published under your name, or do you have a name?
It's T.R. Armstrong.
Okay.
Because when I was writing, like, people, if they feel like something is to a certain gender or like, I didn't want it to have an attribution to a particular sex or whatever. So under T.R. Armstrong, they don't know if I'm a male, female, or whatever. They just take it as it is.
Yeah, I see that.
But it's asking me, so when I add it to my cart, it says, do you want to add Michelle Obama's book? No.
Holy shit, they put my book in line with the Michelle Obama's book.
I mean, I guess they have like the AI thing where they can like compare it to like works in there. It's pretty funny.
Or maybe everyone gets that suggestion. I don't know.
That's dope.
That's nice.
Oh my gosh. And then I had been working on my other book, From Prozac to Pasta.
Oh yeah, you're telling us about that.
Yeah. From Prozac to Pasta. So that I'm hoping to kind of go piggyback off of that, but yeah. So I am so excited.
Yes, congratulations, girl. Pat yourself on the back. You know, I mean, I know it's probably the bar has been lowered when it comes to being published in 2023, but like, it's fucking incredible when you have multiple books published. I mean, good job, girl.
To see more than one, it's like, T.R. Armstrong, and then you have like 2 books. I'm like, oh, I love it.
Yeah, you can do this shit.
I love it.
Author, screenwriter.
I want some ice cream.
I don't have any ice cream. I can't help you with that.
I have goldfish, as you can see. You can have that.
That's awesome. Okay.
Oh, that's a lot of goldfish, Carol. I want some.
Yeah.
I have
That's
this
pretty good.
giant box.
Yeah, well, I had this other idea for a podcast for you. Basically, I mean, it is news oriented, but it's around your articles. So it'd be a way for you to kind of, take maybe your top 5 articles of a week and go into more detail about, the particular stories you're covering.
I like that.
Yep. And then that would be a way to bring attention to your writing.
I would like that.
Yeah. And then, Carol, I don't even know what the fuck you like. I don't know what you're interested in.
She likes goldfish.
We can't make a goldfish podcast, girl.
Challenge accepted.
I mean, I feel like you can make a processed snack podcast where you like review different snacks every week. Because I don't know. No, but like, what are your interests, Carol? I feel like I'm so disappointed in myself that I don't know you better after all this time. It's quite sad.
I mean, to be fair, I was just having like kind of an existential crisis about this a couple days ago.
Oh, really?
Like, no, I like
who am
crafting, I guess, musical theater, singing, and being in musical theater. I was doing costumes for it. If you recall, last fall, smoke a lot of weed.
So stoner podcast for you. No, I don't know. I mean, do
you guys do anything besides like Twitter and your jobs and like hanging out with your friends? Do you have hobbies? Do you have time for hobbies and shit?
No, what the fuck is time? Never heard of it.
Yeah, so
again, like I like movies.
Planning vacations and then taking them. The planning part, because planning is a lot cheaper than.
Yeah, it's like window shopping. No, I don't know. Look, I like movies, so that and like, I have I've watched an unhealthy amount of movies in my life. So, and I figured, me and Ty can relate on that. And I like sports, but like that's not for either of you. Like I wouldn't have you two do a sports podcast. It wouldn't make any sense whatsoever. You're like sports ball. How does that work? Right. So
sport ball.
Yeah. No, that's not something I would.
Portable. Oh.
Well, you see, look, Ty's life has like podcasts built into it. No, just because you write and whether that's
we'll do an anonymous podcast with me and Ty telling dating stories. I just don't tell them because it's not anonymous.
Yeah, right. I mean,
we'll do it anonymous. Carol.
I mean, I have thought about doing a relationship podcast, but it would be like not because I'm like an expert on how to have a good relationship. It's just like I've made all the mistakes, so it'd be like just I can tell you what not to do from personal experience.
Yeah. Like if you ask on air, like if you guys had a threesome, like I'm not gonna talk about that on air.
No,
every pervert on Twitter will message me.
No.
Oh, I heard you had a threesome. I'm like,
it wouldn't be like that. But that's no.
I too like threesomes, and if you're ever looking for a third.
Twitter.
But wait, is he hot? I'm just kidding. Actually, other people remember that Japanese girl?
Wait, which one?
Oh dear, what the fuck? You just remember that Japanese girl.
She messaged me on Twitter. So
it's not enough information.
This Twitter, I had showed it to you, but it was a long time ago. So this woman
I
followed me on Twitter.
Yeah.
She told me on Twitter that I was her girl crush.
Right.
And I was like, oh, I'm so flattered.
And she would do your husband if she had to.
She said that's what it started as. And girl crush is like usually pretty non-sexual.
Right.
It's like a girl you like and admire, and, like want to be friends with, as versus like a real crush.
Yeah, it's like closer to platonic than it is like, yeah. But she's like, yes. Nah.
So we talked for like 2 seconds. There were like two messages in the DM about like, I don't remember what it was about, something innocent. And then she was like, you guys should come to Japan. I would let your husband do me if you helped. And she was like, we have lots of friends, like lots of libertine friends here who would, I don't know. She also like offered me to stay in like one of the apartments she owned in Tokyo. And I'm like, I want to stay here and get sex trafficked.
I mean, did you bring this suggestion to your husband?
To Evan?
Proposal? Yeah. Did you
he was like, is that picture really her?
Well, would his answer ultimately depend on whether that picture was really of her?
I mean, she was the person in the picture looked cute.
So you think he'd be down?
I don't know, but you know, that was really as far as the discussion went on that.
Oh wow.
But yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like a mini podcast network of our own where we all have our individual endeavors alongside this one. But of course that would require you two to figure out some kind of an endeavor to be involved with separate from me, or anyone else that you think might be interested in working together. But yeah, just ballparking that for future reference. Nothing set in stone, but just ideas on the drawing board. All right. Anyway,
see, I feel like my thing would be more videos.
Videos.
I like making videos.
Do you?
People love to see the dumb shit I'm doing.
I love to see Carol's donut.
That's also not. Yeah, Carol's donut. I mean, videos are option. YouTube channel. The problem is video editing is work.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the thing. Like it's not that I mind doing video. It's just like, hey, there's only so much time. Oh, and like the files are just massive, like audios.
Oh, I'm just doing them on Instagram or TikTok like or that something. Kind.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay. Well, if you have like some kind of themed video series you think you might be interested in doing, like that's also an option.
Can we get Tanara on the network?
Oh, yeah.
Can we get to what?
Tanara. Everybody's so creative.
Oh, look, I don't think
that I made you guys watch.
She's probably out of our price range. We can't afford her.
I know.
Oh wait,
those videos are hilarious though. She's just talking shit.
Who's this person?
She's like, oh, you putting the pepper in there like that, huh? Did you watch any of those videos where the black girl was like critiquing white people making terrible foods? And then she'd be like,
I did see that, but Carol shared that.
Yeah, well, there's like a whole series of them, and she's just lighting motherfuckers the fuck up. It's hilarious. It's really good. Wait, I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, I'm black. I mean, I'm back.
You're black.
You know what I mean? I have problems. Yeah. All right, we'll do some real podcasts now. I'll count us in, and we'll just talk about shit. We'll just whatever you want to talk about. I mean, obviously, I would like to talk about the report, and you don't have to get too in depth. Oh, that's another thing I forgot to tell you. So, what I was planning on doing that I have gotten behind on is doing like a series of podcasts, kind of summarizing the report. So like I was thinking it might be like 7 or 8 episodes, but man, there's so much shit in this goddamn report. It might be like 9 or 10. I'll try and break it down into like 20, 25-minute segments, something like that. Cause, so I had went over most of the report. Like I skipped around some sections, but try and get the gist of it. and it's just massive. I can't imagine many people have read the thing. It's just a lot. It's a fucking novel. So I figured having some kind of audio format where people can just digest the meatiest parts would be probably the most effective way to go about it. Because I don't think, is anyone else doing a podcast about the report, or did it just like drop and people were like, all right, on to the next thing? Is that what happened?
People were like, but I want to go on vacation now.
Yeah.
I want to go to Cancun.
They're like, yeah, I'm not reading this fucking 1,000-page report. Fuck that shit. That's what happened.
I don't recommend going to Cancun right now. Did they find, is the El Chapo's gang still trying to, free his son?
That's more on the side of Cali. Like
Ty, we know you're familiar with the cartel activities. Thanks to your romantic endeavors over there.
But his breaking out, like here, in Juarez, it's been locked down for the past week or so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
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 That's some shit.
A lot of people.
So what's going on in Mexico? Is it gang war? Is that we're having open warfare?
Nieto was like a soldier for Chapo.
Yeah. Wasn't it his son?
And he broke out of prison.
Oh.
And they murdered like 7, 8 guards. And it was like maybe a total of like 20 something of them that got out and wreaked havoc on the city.
When was this?
Like a week ago.
Oh.
So this was like some movie type shit.
Yeah. And it's so Juarez had been shut down for because before he escaped previously from prison and they were killing civilians and like going ham. But
alrighty, well, that'll be on the next that'll be a new Netflix series.
But of course, because
Perdone la insurrección.
Yeah, it was pretty.
That's not
pretty
accurate.
bad. So Juarez had been on lockdown for.
All right, yeah, I see 29 killed in a arrest operation. That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
So they were the federales were trying to round people up and get Joaquin extradited to the U.S.
Yeah.
And then they went ham. This is fucking wild. This is insane.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Good God.
It is. Yeah. So I'm like, fuck, I can't go to Juarez right now because it's all lockdown. That's my jam. That's my place. I love to.
I hope you don't need any prescriptions before that eases up.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're just gonna have to wait till it quiets down over this fucking crazy. All right, yeah, I think we can just string something together. Like it doesn't have to be well structured or thought out.
That wasn't the show. I thought we were done.
No, we haven't started. We've done pre-show. I'll chop that up. I can make a show out of it. Yeah.
Yes, so. I'm sure everyone wants to hear our business plan.
Well, no, not that part. I mean, they might. I don't know. I fucking know.
Never let them hear the business plan.
As far as I'm concerned, people. It seems like people will listen to fucking anything. Like they don't give a fuck. They're just like anything to just like know the boredom and the dullness of life.
That's true.
Did they say they could see Ty's cleavage? Oh my God, I love this podcast.
Not putting that in there. Well, hey Ty, stand up for us.
There's my boobs. It's my boobs. Look at.
Woo!
There they go.
I'm sorry. I'm overly sexualizing my podcast, so I'm a man. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm just.
And I participated in patriarchy.
Yeah.
I just really like boobs.
So, I didn't used to. I mean, like, let me rephrase that. I didn't find breasts particularly that important. Like, I like them, but now I'm like, oh yeah, I really like them. They've grown on me, even though
breast
I don't have any
lives
myself.
matter.
Yeah. So, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily define myself as like a boob guy, or I know like the choice typically is between like ass and boobs. I guess I don't know. I'm more of like a face guy. Like, let's start with the pretty face, and like if you're lacking in other departments, we can work around that. But like, if your face is busted, like, what am I supposed to?
That is like
no butter face for Derek.
No butter. Well, look, I've had a couple. You're like, what? Where everything?
Two.
Well, no, I don't get. They don't get
I'm sorry,
numbers.
Butterface C.
The actual. They have actual names. I don't refer to them as Butterface. Like, it's. Enough.
I know you better not. That would be bad. I am not participating in.
It's denigrating enough. Well, but look, sometimes you're like, oh, everything below the neck is fantastic, and then you just make do. Anyway. And then sometimes you're like, the face is cute, and then everything below the neck is not great. But you do it for like good karma. Right? I've gotten totally off topic here. All right. Ty, are you sober enough? Are you sober enough to entertain for 35 minutes or so?
Yeah.
You are? Hey,
Ty, put on your hosting voice. It's me, Ty.
No, you don't have to put on. You don't have to put on your professional.
It's me, Ty. Oh wait, now I've gone into two sex one.
I do like your voice, Ty. You have like this sultry, raspy thing going on. So when I be listening to when I edit the audio and I'm listening, I'm like, God damn, Ty's got like that sex operator voice. Like, if this was 1996. Like, you could, you could have made like $1 gazillion doing the phone sex operator thing.
God damn it, 19. Oh shit.
Man, see, well, because like once the internet was invented and like porn was easily accessible, like I feel like that killed the phone sex industry. I mean, I guess there's like.
Now you have to live in Andrew Tate's garage.
Yeah. Right. I was heading that direction with the Andrew Tate webcam sex slave route. And I don't think you would do well as someone's property, branded property, having to perform on camera. Anyway. All right, that was way off topic. I'll count us in. We'll do our patented introduction, which the only reason we do it that way is because we did it that way the first time. I was like, well, that's how we'll do it. Hey,
this is how we'll do it.
Hey, what's really funny is, like, I didn't have a plan exactly for the structure of the podcast, but it was just like, all right, however we do it the first time, we'll just do it that way forever. So that's how we do it. We have an intro. I make fun of the podcast. We go into a topic. We get to the end, closing thoughts, and then, I conclude with, and that concludes. And yeah, so that was all by random chance, just stuck with it. But no one complains.
This is how we do it.
Alrighty.
This is how we do
it. Y'all are a mess. Is there anything y'all? Is there anything y'all wanted to talk about in particular, or no?
Yes, I want to point out that there's probably like an audio lag that caused you to hear me and Ty at different times, in case you're like,
it's fine. We'll work.
Sounds like you didn't think we sounded good, so I just wanted to point out.
This is how we do it.
But you said we were a mess.
This is how we do it.